You have dumpster here already, and you haven't even been in yet.
I know. Good morning, Frugalistas and Dumpsterinos. Frugal Daddy and I are going to hit an Aldi dumpster we haven't been to in a while. We haven't divin together in a while. We're super excited. It's not too cold. Cold, but not too cold. So here we go. Ooh. There is stuff, but it is far down there. And there is somebody's shoe. Oh, but look at the fruit, the apples and stuff. That looks good. Oh, there's the other shoe. That lettuce looks good.
That's a security guy.
All right, we'll go in a sec.
Thank you. Let's go. Just let's go. There's little fingers underneath here, the bag. There's yeah. Now you have both sets of shoes next to each other. Toothbrush. You need a toothbrush. Oh. Give me, just give me, just want you to give me the bag. There's meat, there's chicken right there. The other one next to it too. Alright, let's go. It's a heavy one. You want another bag or no?
No, I'm coming out. We can donate these shoes. Woo, baby, that was pretty good. Not a ton of food, but what I'm happy about is all the apples. Because haven't I been saying every time you dive, I'm like, we need fruit. We're out of apples. Yeah. Get apples, like all the time. So, like lots of bags of apples. Very, very exciting. Something that was very scuzzy, but I drenched my hands in hand sanitizer. So I feel not as disgusting as I did a moment ago. And a couple of canned things. Things need to be washed. It's some dirty scuzziness on the outside of some of this packaging, but I still think this is a pretty good haul. And I think that I could make up some applesauce or some apple pie filling and can it. I haven't canned in a while because I used up all my jars, and I'm not buying new jars new at Walmart anymore because they're just way too expensive. So as I'm going through some of my jarred foods, I'm freeing up jars and I can use them again. So I think it's going to be an apple cooking day, and it's going to make the house smell so much better than cat pee. Apples and cinnamon, yum.
It smelled like turkey yesterday.
Yes, we did cook a turkey yesterday. I was upstairs and I forgot the turkey was in the oven. I was like, what is that smell? What are we cooking? And then it was the turkey, which smelled amazing. So anyway, all right, so we'll see you at home in a minute. Fix your dumpster hairdo. Yeah, oh, that looks good. All right, Frugalistas and Dumpsterinos, that was freaking fun, wasn't it? It's been so long since I've been in the dumpster, and I have to remind myself that I really do enjoy it. I enjoy getting in a dumpster. What I don't enjoy doing is leaving my home. And to get to the dumpster to get in it, I have to leave my home. That's like the big barrier. I'm just a total hermit, especially in the winter, and I just don't want to go anywhere. But once I'm out there, that was fun. And I have to say, I'm feeling better today than yesterday when I wanted to really just go meet Jesus, because the weather is nice today. It's sunny, and that is what I need. It's sunny. I mean, I'm not deluding myself into thinking spring is here in early February, but it's sunny. It's windy. I'm watching the flag out the front window, and it's just blowing, blowing, blowing. It's the Ukrainian flag we have flying today, in fact. But anyway, the sunshine's really helping. And it is a little warmer, so I'm going to go for a nice long, I was going to say butt exercising walk as I clench my butt just thinking about it. But yes, I need to go for an exercise walk. Anyway, let's get to this very interesting dive. That dumpster was very low, and I took most everything out of its packaging because the packaging was really disgusting. Like really, really disgusting. First, we have 3 pairs of men's shoes, and these are big. There's my delicate little size 8 foot. So these are pretty big men's shoes. We got your Crocs, we got your sneaks, we got your work boots. And I don't know if they're too beat up to be of use to anybody, but we do have the Vietnam vets already scheduled to come day after tomorrow to pick up a donation. So I say, well, why not donate them? And then if they think these aren't sellable in a thrift store, I guess they'll just chuck them again. But if they are, then yay, they have a new chance at life. Because the Vietnam vets pick up and they get their money by selling the items to thrift stores, I believe. I believe that's how they do it. All right, I got tired of shuttling all the washed apples from the sink to the dining room where I have everything displayed, the kitchen sink, that is. So here are a couple of bags of apples. I think most of the apples are Pink Ladies, but not all. And I can't lie to you, Dumpsterinos, some of them are a bit bruised, but not all. Some are in good eating shape without bruises. And for my purposes of making chunky applesauce, like, bruises don't matter because I'm, cutting these up anyway. And I can just cut off the bad bits. So I think altogether I got 30 pounds of apples. I think it's 10 3-pound bags. There is the vanilla brioche. I was wiping off the package and I tore it, so I just figured, okay, we'll just show it without the package. Then we've got more apples, more apples, more apples, more apples. 3 packs of your jumbo romaine hearts, each package having 3 romaines, each romaine hearts. 3 romaine hearts. It's from consuming the heart that you absorb your vanquished enemy's strength and courage. We've got 2 peppers. There were 3 in the pack, but I damaged the other one, sorry. We have 2 zucchini that look fabuloso. Here are the Granny Smith apples, which are also a nice cooking apple. Good for pies, good for applesauce. Love the tartness. We have 2 canned items, and of course the labels came off when I was washing them. One is ravioli, and the other is mixed veg. We have a package of split chicken breasts. That was $2 a pound. That's a pretty good price. I mean, you are paying for the bones and the skin and everything, but that's not too bad. $6.75 for all that. Sell by 2/9, which is today. And look at these boneless, skinless chicken breasts. $4 a pound and sell by 213, which is days away. And it looks pretty good, doesn't it? And that would have been a $13.57 package. We've got these 4 little Jell-O cups. They have mandarin oranges in them, and one assumes it's orange Jell-O. Best by January 7th, 2023. Oh, that's already passed. But that's Jell-O. I think that's probably fine. That packaging on those was just like nasty AF. But the nastiest package was the box that all these little hot cocoa K-cup things were in. Oh my God, it was so freaking disgusting. That's what caused me to stop and like wipe my hands on the plastic bag. And then somebody had thrown some paperwork in there, and there was a notebook, and then I ripped paper out of the notebook to wipe my hands. And then when I got out of the dumpster, I just like poured half a bottle of hand sanitizer all over my hands and took some paper napkins that we had in the car and wiped them off and then sanitized again because it was disgusting. But anyway, it was a full box of these little hot cocoa drink mix K-cup cocoa dealios. And we do have a K-cup maker, Keurig, whatever it's called. And we have actually several of them because we found many in the dumpsters. And we've given many away over the years, like vacuums. It's like just many come, many go. But anyway, the kids know how to make the K-cups. They make coffee for us sometimes, which is like so fun because it allows the parents to be lazy and the kids think they're having like this great time playing barista. So anyway, they can make themselves hot cocoa. Then we have some English muffins. They look good. Their date is February 17th. Those look just as good as Thomas's, don't they? Or maybe I haven't had a legit Thomas English muffin in so long. This is just, I don't even remember what they look like because I think we always get our muffins, English and otherwise, out of the dumpsters, but I think they look great. We have this big head of iceberg lettuce, which I took out of its packaging because I was washing all the packaging, and then I was like, screw it, why am I washing it all? I mean, like, I washed the packaging for the chicken, but then for this, I was like, I might as well just take it out because I'm gonna make a salad, right? And then 2 bags of mandarin oranges. Pretty cool, pretty cool. They're so cute, they're so little, aren't they? They're just, look how cute. Yeah. Plus the apples in the kitchen. All right, you want to know why? Someone in a comment complained the other day that I want to tell you about this mug. That's why I'm showing it. It says Aloha and it's got Stitch on it. Someone complained the other day that I go off on too many tangents when I'm talking, which like I do sometimes. But I kind of like that. I kind of think it's fun. I like when, like, it just is conversational. And sorry, screw that person. You know what I was thinking of doing, actually, here's another tangent, is reading the mean comments that people leave in a video. Usually I was going to say dilute them. I do dilute them. No, I usually delete them and block the people, as most YouTubers do. Not always, not all of them. But then, the big celebs sometimes will read out the negative comments they get on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. I don't even know where they get their negative comments. And I mean, like, celebrities who are, like, awesome. Like, that really cute guy, Ryan Reynolds, and John Richards. Is John Richards or John Richards' son? Oh, shoot. He's so funny. He's a British comedian. Love him to freaking death. And aside from the aside, you should look this up, Dumpsterinas, because it's the funniest thing that ever has happened ever in the history of time. Okay, so the British folks have these funny, kind of like game quiz show type things, but the contestants are all basically comedians. Or actors, but pretty much stand-up comedians, right? So there was this episode of John Richardson. I think it's Richardson. And he's partnered up with David Mitchell, who is the funniest freaking person on the planet. And David Mitchell, they bring in, okay, this is such a tangent. Let me forget. Okay, let me just, I spilled it. Let me finish the Aloha mug, and then we're going to get to David Mitchell and John Richardson. And then we're going to get to that. And then we'll say goodbye. If you want to say goodbye now, go ahead. I'm just wiping the coffee off my sweatshirt. Okay, the Aloha mug. So Autumn and I were watching some, like, tween show on Netflix. And one of the teenage characters gave someone the finger. And the little brother asked, what does that mean when you give someone the finger? And the older brother said, it means aloha. So the younger kid then went around giving the finger to people thinking he was saying aloha. So when I saw the aloha mug in Goodwill, of course I had to get that for Autumn because we have our aloha joke. Haha, I know, how funny. All right, back to David Mitchell and John Richardson. You know what? I'll look it up. I will find the link for you. I'll make it easy. I'll try to remember to actually do it and put it in the description box below because it is the funniest thing that's ever existed. So on this quiz type show, people sometimes bring in like a good luck object, and that's sort of part of the comedy, like, haha, what are you bringing in this week? So David Mitchell brought in a fondue pot that was, in fact, full of melted cheese with the little stabby forks, and he had cubes of bread, right? So he's dipping in the cheese, so forth and so on. So he asks John Richardson, his partner, would you like some fondue? And John Richardson's like, oh yeah, sure, don't mind if I do. So John Richardson, I'm telling you the whole thing, but I still want you to watch it. Because it's so funny. Okay. You know what? I won't tell you what happens. I won't tell you what happens. Just watch it in the link, and then you can come back and thank me for sharing with you the funniest thing that ever happened when John Richardson tries David Mitchell's cheese fondue. It's the expression, it's what John Richardson does when he tastes it, okay? It's the expression he makes, okay? Thank you, Frugal Mommy, for sharing comedy with us. Now, what's the deal with this? Look at that, high class. Like, ooh, look how classy we are. We've got a framed horsey print. Frugal Daddy found this in somebody's trash. And you can see there is a little ding on the frame. But hey, that's okay because it just makes it look more antique-y. And it actually is a pretty nice print if you like that sort of thing. And it is nicely framed. It's nicely matted. Like, this was not a cheap item for whoever got this. And you know, framing is ridiculously expensive. I don't know, maybe it's appropriately expensive. Like, I don't really know what goes into the whole framing business, but framing is expensive. And sometimes it's worthwhile, I think, to pick up framed things. You know, you could get a print like this like for $5 at a thrift store sometimes. Framed things, even if you don't like the artwork, you're getting the frame much cheaper than you could just get a frame anywhere else, right? But anyway, this was in somebody's trash. It's Mr. Charles Davis on the Traverser. To the right, Honorable Earl of Beefsborough. I don't know. But anyway, super classy, right? So we moved this piece of furniture, which is kind of like a barrister's bookshelf type thing, into the dining room. It was in our front hall, and it was just, the hall's too narrow. You just can't have stuff like that in the hall. So we moved it in here, and I think this was also, where was this from? Oh, I know. Frugal Daddy went online, as he does occasionally, and he was buying something, he was buying a clock, I think, on an auction, and not like an eBay auction, like somebody selling all the stuff in their house kind of auction, and you know, an estate sale, but online. And he got the clock, and when he went to pick it up, they were trying to get rid of everything. Probably someone had died, and they were cleaning out the house. And so they just asked him, like, well, you want to take this too? Like, they gave him that for free, and I was like, screw the clock. Like, who cares about the clock? This thing is cool. Like, this is really, I love this thing. I love it. So I have some books to put in it, and I'm going to put some of the kids' overflow. It's also going to be overflow storage for some of the kids' games. So, are we caught up? You know about the mug. You got comedy to watch next. You know about the classy print and our thing there. So that brings us, I guess, to the end of the video, Frugalistas and Dumpsterinos. And thank you for watching. I know. Look how tired I look. Look at those puffy eyes. Ugh. So I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, really do, please. It's so easy. Why it matters to YouTube so much, I don't know, but it seems to. I have a goal this year. I have to make a video to tell you about my other goal of how to make the later years of your life more meaningful and worthwhile. I have ideas. But anyway, this whole subscribing and sharing and clicking bells and all that, it's very meaningful to YouTube. Why, if it's important to YouTube and Google, it's important to me. Thank you for doing that and ringing the little bell so you get all the notifications of all our uploads. And we will see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves. Please stay frugal out there. This inflation is freaking ridiculous. And if anybody says it's at 10% or 12% or 8%, I don't even know what they're saying it's at now. I know they're saying inflation is down, which really just means the rate of inflation is pulling back a little bit, but things are still climbing too much in price, if you ask me. But it's way higher. Food inflation, which is really all I care about, is so much higher than any of those numbers I've mentioned. And we know it's true, and it sucks. And that is why we love eating food out of the dumpster. I think that's enough for today. I'm going to run right off and edit this video now so you can see it ASAP. And I'm probably going to have to wash my sweatshirt now because I spilled coffee on it.